Peace upon you all. I am Sayadana. Welcome to my temple. I really hope that all of you have been feeling and sitting with how you feel and giving yourself the space and the grace to be in whatever feelings that it is that are coming up for you right now. I know I needed to take some time off, but more than ever right now, I'm feeling like I should speak and I should share and I should get back to making videos again like I did before. And this time around, it'll be an ode to myself so I can hold myself accountable and stay more consistent with it. Last year, a really good close friend of mine passed away, and I didn't know how to go about expressing myself. I didn't know how to go about caring about things. I just went into complete solitude, and I feel like it was necessary. I've definitely changed a lot since her transition. This is actually the park that I came to the day that I found out that she passed. She actually helped me a lot with pushing me to be creative and to stay in that focused state of mind, right? So when she passed, I was just like, what's the point? She was so supportive and always just ready to make things happen, ready to help me to make things happen for myself and, for us as a unit as well. One of her main aspirations was to be the support system to help people express themselves in a higher way, to help people tap into their creative dreams. And actually that was the name that she went by, Dream. She loved to sing. She loved taking pictures of other people and just capturing people in their highest light and their most joyful and expressive state of being. She had this way of helping people to feel relaxed in themselves and to just allow the magic of their being guide them in whatever it is that we were making and creating and doing. So, for some time, I was pretty down and sad and not really knowing what to do. And this September actually was the marking of it being a year. But I've come to realize through time and experience that our loved ones never leave us, physically, their bodies may not be here, but their spirits are always infinite and continuously living on. I feel like that's where the term guardian angel came from, or having a spiritual guide, in the ethers, directing you, guiding you, helping you, giving you that extra support from the other side. And, a butterfly just circled right here. When I was younger, I spoke with my brother that passed on. He would come around and he would visit, and I would see his aura and I would see him in his spiritual form with light around him. And I remember describing him and his presence to my mom, and I was just really, really young. I mean, like maybe 6 or 7 years old. And I was just describing him to her. And I remember him coming around, and his presence would be around. And, I was never afraid to feel him and to receive his energy. I was always welcoming, I was always joyful and happy. And also happy that I could, share that with my mom, that he was with us. He didn't go anywhere, he never left us. Something that I've learned on this spiritual journey is when someone that we love passes on, it's because we need extra support, in the coming times, whether it's us growing into something more or just stepping into our power more, it's like they know that they have to be of service in a higher way. And it brings me much peace to know that, because both of my grandfathers have passed now. February, actually, of last year is when my grandfather passed, and then another time when I was in high school, my mom's dad, my grandfather, passed. It just felt very life-changing in a way that only makes sense if you're open to receiving, messages and wisdom that is deeper beneath this reality. I've seen a lot of people pass on, and that has brought me the wisdom of just knowing to speak with God about what I'm seeing, what I'm feeling, what I'm learning, and keeping myself open to being assisted on my path and on my journey. So that's my outlook on people transitioning. It might not make sense to us right now. It might not make any sense at all, the reasoning. But to know that, nobody ever really dies, and nobody's spirit is ever ending or done or finished. We're always moving and growing and transitioning forward. That brings me peace in my heart, because I know it can be heavy on people to know that they won't be able to physically be in the presence of a loved one like they did before they transitioned, but to know that they can connect with them on a spiritual level, to know that you can ask for their help and for them to just keep you some company when you feel alone. Like, there's magic in that. Of course, it's painful and it's not easy, but to know that you can talk with them and ask them for wisdom and pay reverence and respect to them, create an altar for them, tell their stories in the best ways, talk about how they lived and not how they died, like really keeping the memory of their life in this lifetime alive. Like, one thing that I know for sure is our loved ones wouldn't want us to give up on our dreams or to stop pushing forward or to stop living. They want us to continue to grow and to continue to prosper, continue to trust in God, and to just live in the best and highest ways that we can. Choose the highest paths for ourselves. But yeah, I just felt called to share that. So, I don't know, I hope it helped someone. I'm wishing you love and prosperity and healing on your journeys. Peace.